Hello everyone. My name is Vinay Kumar and I'm the senior principal consultant and I'm working for Oracle. So today I'm going to talk about the customization of the Webcenter portal task flow. And here we are going to talk about what are the different task flows there and how we can customize those task flow at runtime as well as design time. This would be the agenda of today. We first go for the introduction, then we will go for the customization step. Then I'm going to show how we can customize, and in the end, we will talk about in the summary. So Oracle Web Center Portal, it's a collaboration of different parts. Like it have different scenarios, like LDAP integration, role groups, or scenario based site navigation. I mean, it consists of few things like it's business enabled, it's integrated with social enterprise, it's also very much integrated with Siebel, PeopleSoft, SOA, BPM, and other different products. And apart from that, it also have hundreds of pre-built components, web content and document and business intelligence components. So our main focus will be on the pre-built. So our main focus will be on the pre-built components which we are going to use and how we can customize that. So basically, Web Center portal is used to collaborate or integrate information from multiple sources, and Web Center portal gives you some out of the box and some pre-built component which we can use directly. Okay. So I'm assuming that most of the people have some basic knowledge on Web Center portal, and so I'm not going to talk about what Web Center portal is, and the it's more like I'm going to talk about I'm not going to talk about what's Web Center portal. I'm going to talk about what are the different Web Center services. So Web Center services are the different services which is provided by Web Center portal out of the box, and these services are provided through some ready to use task flows which give us a freedom to use out of the box task flows and this functionality very quickly and very efficiently. Uh, Web Center services contains a complete set of standard-based component, enterprise-ready, and social computing services such as documents, wikis, blog, RSS, recent activities, discussion forums, tag, and links. And there would be some following Web Center enterprise services like you can see the announcement, discussion blog, IMP, wiki, document library, events, comments, links, list, polls. So mainly, as far as with my experience, I've seen that announcement, discussion, and document library are quite heavily used in most of the Web Center portal projects. And apart from that, we also have some personal productivity, which consists of mail, work list, RSS, notification, search, and notes. Moving ahead now, so Web Center task flow customization. Web Center already have some pre-built task flows, which we normally used out of the box. But in practical, out of the box functionality will never achieve the real use case or whatever the real requirement we have from the customer. It's never fulfill that. Either we need to customize their look and feel or some of the features or some of the functionality of the web task flow. Using customization, we can definitely change the look and feel, features, and functionality exposed by task flow. These customization normally lied on the MDS layer, and so whatever customization we will do, and when we upload those customization back to the Web Center portal, it will lie on top of the MDS layer, and we can anytime if we don't want that customization, we can delete those customization anytime. And so MDS customization will occur on top of the base functionality. I will say that, and MDS have the concept in all the Oracle Fusion middleware stack. We already know that ADF also have a MDS layer. Similarly, we have the same layer in Webcenter portal, and we will use MDS layer in this project to show how we can customize. So Webcenter task flow customization is of two types. One is runtime customization, which we can achieve through portal console. And as you can see, we have if we go to any of the portal administration, and we go to the system pages, and we have these are some of the system pages, and like activity streams, announcement, discussion, documents, and events. So if we click here on the customize, it will open the task flow, or the page or the component into the edit mode, and there we can edit different things. So in short, or in other way, we are customizing the task flow at the runtime. We will talk about in more in detail when we go to the demo itself. So that's how it is. And we can also restore, I mean, if we done some customization, so it will actually happen. So it's like we have 10 portals and we want the customization for only in the 2 portals. So we can do the customization for that portal through there. I mean, we can go to the administration of that portal, go to the system pages, and do the customization. So that's how it is. But if you want to revert those customization, or we want to delete, we can simply make sure that restore default, and it will uh, revert back to the customization. Moving ahead, now we will talk about design time customization, which we will normally do through JDeveloper. Uh, to setting up the JDeveloper, normally we should have the Webcenter extension, all the Webcenter extension in the JDeveloper, and we will create a application which is called Webcenter Portal Task Flow Customization application, which is normally used to customize the application and the services task flow used within the Webcenter portal. Uh, so once we will create the application, we will simply go to the JDeveloper and we will enable the show libraries, and then we will go to the right path, right folder, or the right task flow, or the right page. There we will make some of the enhancement or some of the customization, or do some logic, add some beans, some logic, and then once we do that, we will create a MAR profile in the JDeveloper, deploy our application as a MAR file, and we can import that MAR file either using WST commands or using Fusion Middleware Control or Enterprise Manager. Webcenter task flow customization WST commands. So we have different commands which we can use for the metadata. So we have the delete metadata, we have the import metadata, and we also have some of the commands like export and import metadata. So if you want to use some of the commands, if you want to export the metadata from one environment to other, so we can use the export metadata. So delete metadata. So normally once we will do, let's take an example, if we do some runtime customization and we want to revert back, so either we can simply go to the restore default, or we can also run this delete metadata Webcenter command, where we can connect to the WST with the web logic, and there we can run this command and we will delete all the MDS layers. Similarly, we have the import metadata. There, once we will have the MAR file ready, we can use the import MAR metadata, and we can import and we can also use the export metadata command, and this command to transfer application metadata from one server location to the another server location. And apart from, if we don't want to use WST command for import metadata, so we can also import the MAR file using WST or the Fusion middleware control. So as I've already talked, this is the screenshot for the Fusion middleware control or the enterprise manager, where we can import the metadata document from an archive on the machine where the web browser is running, and we can simply update. We can update and we can import this metadata over that. Time for a demo. Okay. Uh, so this is so for the so we Webcenter portal provide different task flows, pre-built task flows, and we are going to customize today the document task flow, and I will show how we can customize this task flow. So this is the out of the box document task flow, the document component which where we can upload or download or see the preview of the application. So I will brief you about what this document task flow will normally do. So if it have some different components like name, modified by, last modify, if document have any comment, any likes, and the description and the count of likes. So if you click here, if I click here on create, it's a PDF file, then we navigate to a different task flow, or it's calling as a document viewer, where we can upload a new version, we can download, and we can definitely have a preview of that. And we can also have comment tags, history, info, and links, so on. But so our requirement is to make a different functionality altogether, and I don't want this menus, some menu, I don't want that. So we will go back there. We will simply, I don't want to create a new wiki document. I simply have the button for upload and the download. And I also want an icon here for each row, so that I can simply delete. As if I select a row here and I go there, and here I have to delete. Let's take a scenario that I have to delete documents, but as of now I cannot see it delete option, which is not quite a user friendly, I can say. And normally client request to have an row here or a column here, where they can simply open a document or download. They don't want to select a row and then click here. They simply want a column, and where they can click, and then they can delete or they can download the document. Okay, so for example, now if I have to delete this emg file, I have to go to this menu, and I have to select this, and I have other options like creating a new folder, rename, share, security, which I'm not bothered, or I don't want that. So, and apart from that, I don't want this information like description and the comment, and I want some separate columns or different labels and different skin as well. I want to make more beautiful, so I don't want that. So we will do this, and I also don't want this as a tree structure. Okay. So we will go to the JDeveloper. So we simply go to the JDeveloper here, and I will simply say I simply close that and open a new JDeveloper. As of now, this customization, I mean, we are